Okay, I think it's gonna be some sad scene. I'm waiting for this because first of all it's been like, oh, I like my crossdresser, I can be myself, whatever. But now I feel it's a bit like mom probably hates it, right? Yeah. Now it's gonna be, oh, it's my fault. Yeah, you're making fun of me. Yeah, you're a boy. Yeah, that's to be mom can't accept that her son is crossdressing, right? Yeah, mom hates like crossdress, right? Yeah, it's a bit classic scene now. It's like no son of me be a crossdresser. The sister was into it. The sister was liking it. But mom hates it, right? Mom is like, you disgust. That's like, God is like, you should dating, right? What? He's like, my mom hates like crossdress. By the way, are you smashing Marin? What was that scene? That flashback. And he's like completely went over it. He's the troll Godyo. Yeah, Marin is like breaking down now. It's super sad. But he made it to be like a weird yo. Yeah, he's a god troll, man. It's a sad backstory. My mom hates me. My mom finds me disgusting. Then at the same time, he's like, I also make a joke about it. But I guess that's like how he maybe deals with it. You know what I mean? Like his mom hates him and he kind of like... Yeah, I guess he kind of deals with it by joking about it. Probably, right? It's like, yeah, my mommy hates me, but you know, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, it's like, oh, thank you, Marin. Yeah, it's fine, you don't have to cry for me, yeah. Yeah, that should be, yeah. I feel it's like this defense mechanism here. It's just like, yeah. I know my mother hates me, but whatever, you know. Definitely the dark episode so far of Maritime Darling. This is probably the only dark episode, actually. There's never been any sad scene before. Yeah, the man is crying a lot and so on. By far the darkest episode, easily. So this day, guys, we had a dark episode of Maritime Darling. I never seen Maritime Darling going dark before. This anime has been completely used rom-com, you know, comedy jokes about relationship, Marin being a freak, right, doing weird stuff, laughing about tits or whatever, like in this episode. But this is the first really dark episode. This is, of course, the crossdresser's mom. I think we have her name. Maybe I missed that. I think so, but whatever. She's like evil mom. She's like, I hate you. You're disgusting. You know. She's like, I hate my son. Or you're cross-dressing. What are you? You know. Yeah. She's very anti. But cute. That being said, though, I will talk about it, of course, more in the episode. But I want to hit this point here first, though. Honestly, this flashback is definitely the saddest flashback for in the anime. But it is pretty quick, though, okay? So in the mom's defense or whatever, so to speak, I don't think the anime really addresses if she hates her son. Well, he's like, my mom hates me, my parents hates me, yeah, he can say it, right? But it is also a little bit like, my mom, you learned yesterday that my crossdresser hates me. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that feeling to it. So in her defense, I guess, maybe she's just like shocked finding out that her son is cross-dressing, Otokono style, right? Dressing up as a cute girl or whatever, and maybe she's learned that, and this is like her immediate reaction, like, I hate you, you're disgusting. That is, I have to say that, I'll talk about it more in the review part, but I do feel it's a little bit like, yeah, it definitely is, again, the by far the most dark episode in this anime, but maybe it isn't that dark though. I mean, in the anime here, this anime tends to be just super romantic and comedy, right? Super kind of just happy days all the time. So I was like, whoa, this is really dark. But again, this is the first time she learns that her son is cross-dressing. So if you see her in an episode for now, maybe she's okay with it, you know, maybe she accepted it. So that is not explored on the episode. But anyway, great episode. Obviously, you know, it's a lot of Darling, right? I got two figures here now, poster behind me, amazing anime. And I am a little bit shocked how gruesome this flashback was. But I have to say that maybe the author intended it to be like this is the first time she learns about her son cross-dressing, and then it's gonna ease out into it, and oh yeah, my son maybe is gay or whatever, or something, blah, 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 and I'm fine with it, you know. Maybe that's the author's intention. I'm a little bit, I keep saying it, shocked that it was like so grew. Anyway, check it out then. Here we go, I called it, yeah, it's like it's like something you put on you, right? Yes, it's like fake oppas, of course. Sugoi! Sugoi! I'm just gonna explain how she cross-dresses here a bit, yeah, like fake tits, man. Oh, boys! But like Marin is just like, Marin is just like, oh, boys! Marin thinks about it a lot, yeah. All the sweat in my titty. Oh my god, Marin. God, you're gonna get fakes. Oh, boys, now. It's God, you're gonna get them too now. God is like, what? I have to do it? Marin is like, yes! Yes! Marin's like, yes! 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 You have to cross-dress, God, yo! Yeah, stop touching me, Marin, you weirdo! Exactly. Marin's like, yeah! Marin's a kind of freak, but she's like, yes! I'm gonna grow! Stop it, Marin! Stop it! Yeah, so this anime's gonna end with God, you cross-dressing for Marin's pleasure. Absolutely. She's way too happy. But Marin is like, yes, let's see some tits. This keeps going, man. This keeps going. Okay, now it's like cute. Yeah, I guess she does all of this stuff. Naruhodo indeed, Naruhodo. I am a guy, you keep forgetting. I keep forgetting you're a guy, yeah. It's like, yes. Of course, Marin is ready to buy everything. She has a little button for the thing. It's like, Tanoshi. Yeah, Tanoshi. Yeah, and Nagodi also getting, he's like, there's so much stuff here. Marin, you see all this stuff? All these pens? Let's get into it too much too. We got some new girls here now, that likes her. Yeah, of course. So kawaii, are they all Otokonokos? Yeah, are they gonna be shocked? Marin is open for everything. Marin is like, I like it. Yeah, these girls are like, they like it. They're like, can we do it? Yeah, I feel it's gonna kawaii. Yeah, you're so hot. I'm so jealous now. Yeah, she's very popular, I guess. I feel the Otokonokos is popular. The Otokonokos are very popular, right? Everyone's into it. So I keep saying, this into it. This classic, the girls like yaoi is the one. Yeah, all these girls love it, you know. This is how girls into anime, they love yaoi. Yeah, this is what it is, you know. They love crossdressers. Yeah, this is like, they're like, oh yeah, all these girls wanna do it. Man is like, yeah, everyone like it so much. Yeah, it's super awesome. And they're all gonna be in the photo now. This is the happiest thing ever. Yeah. But yeah, all these girls are like, we're super hot. Yeah, okay. This guy's like, can I? Yeah. Everyone just wants it. This is so anime universe. They all is like, everyone is like, oh my god. That looks like Ryo though. So that must be Ryo. I don't know. I mean, they're kind of like half based on anime, so they look like Ryo from Danmasha. Yeah. This guy also was like, whoa. This Otokono is hot, yeah. They love the yaoi, man. But serious though, this is very realistic though, yeah. I told my brother about it yesterday actually, right? You know, because I went to this bookstore news yesterday, and you know, they're all the girls, right? There's a female audience buy way more light novels and so on, right? And they, of course, love to buy cross-dressing and yaoi stuff. I'm not saying it's the same thing, but it's obviously overlapping categories, right? So these girls are like, whoa, you're a cross-dresser? Hot! And they're like, do you like yaoi? And they do this very realistic. This reminds me of one of my friends called Kiss Me, not him, you know. Yeah, it's like Kiss Him, not me. Yeah, you're like, yeah, they love the yaoi, you know, the Funeoshi, they love it. It's great so far. Yes, arigato, yeah, it's great so far. Everyone loves you, all these girls are like, whoa, you're into it, but that's how it started. Cross-dressing here. Yeah, the evolution here, the mirror. The mirror never lies. Yeah, you see school, I guess. Yeah, Amano. Volleyball, clearly volleyball. They never really show that the face. Yeah, they kind of. Yeah, it's gonna keep not showing, you know, how the makeup, you know, how the makeup doesn't look otherwise. But yeah, very happy as. This really is like the heart of a crossdresser. Yeah, it's like, this is why I crossdress, because no one knows who I am and I'm a woman. Yeah, it feels a lot like, you know, very much though feels like I'm a little bit running away from their otherwise life outside crossdress. Okay, I think it's gonna be some sad scene. I'm waiting for this because first of all it's been like, oh, I like my crossdresser, I can be myself, whatever. But now I feel it's a bit like mom probably hates it, right? That, you know, the son is like cross-dressing. I'm not surprised it's gonna be like, my mom, yeah, mom hates like cross-dress, right? It's gonna be a classic scene now. It's like, no son of me be a cross-dresser. Yeah, because the sister was into it. The sister was liking it, but mom hates it, right? Mom is like, you're disgusting. Yeah, mom is gonna be like, I hate you. Because yeah, Marin is like breaking down now. It's super sad, but he made it to be like a weird yo. Yeah, he's a god troll, man. It's a sad backstory. My mom hates me. My mom finds me disgusting. Then at the same time, it's like, I also make a joke about it. But yeah, Marin is crying out, of course. So now, yeah, it's sad. Yeah, Marin's like, what? It's like super sad backstory. Why are you making fun of it? But I guess that's like how he maybe deals with it. You know what I mean? Like his mom hates him, and he kind of like. Yeah, I guess he kind of deals with it by joking about it. Probably, right? It's like, yeah, my mommy hates me, but, you know, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, it's like, oh, thank you, Marin. Yeah, it's fine, you don't have to cry for me, yeah. Yeah, that should be, yeah. I feel it's like this defense mechanism here. It's just like, yeah. I know my mother hates me, but whatever, you know what I mean? I'm not surprised, though. I felt this flashback was going into, like, a dark route there. where someone in the family would hate that their son is a crossdresser. Yeah. Definitely the dark episode so far of Marin-Chan Darling. This is probably the only dark episode actually. There's never been any sad scene before. Yeah, the man is crying a lot and so on. By far the darkest episode, easily. I thought it's interesting. This is, I mean, it's like 10 times darker than I've seen before in this anime. Otherwise, I mean, every episode basically is like a rom-com with jokes or whatever, right? This is the first time that it went really dark, and it's like, yeah, my mom hates me, my mom wants me to die or something. Yeah, and now God's like, no, I believe in you, you're my best friend now. But it seems like he's kind of like, not super, kind of over it. That his mom hates him though. Yeah, and these girls obviously like it. They're all very yaoi. I keep saying they're yaoi. They're like, it's hot. It's like, I get laid so much. Yeah, it's like, no. I should joke about it, but man, Marin-Chan Darling one went really dark. Yeah, went really dark. Of course, Marin's crying a lot, and Gojo is angry over this. Gojo is like, I wanna punch your mom. Yeah, Gojo is like, I will find your mom and punch her. Yeah, Gojo was like, oh, where does you live? Is he back without clothes on, maybe? Yeah, okay, this is the first time. Because he kept hiding his face earlier. Maybe now we're gonna see his face looks. Yeah, Man is also looking at her cosplay. Yeah, this is how he looks without Matane, yeah. Yeah, this is the first time we see him without he kept hiding the face. This is why I felt it's gonna be a sad okay, no, yeah. Man is like, he's so hot. Man is like, he's so hot. He's like the hottest guy ever. Yeah. Oh god. But that's why I felt it was gonna be dark too, man, because you know, like he kept hiding his face all the time. So I felt it's gonna be like, oh, I'm being bullied, or you know, everyone beats me up at school or something. I felt it was gonna go somewhere, or opposite the family. The family was obvious. Reasonable, you know, guess right, but it was definitely going somewhere in that direction. This is like Marin-Chan, professional. Yeah, looks very professional here. Marin doing serious photos. But that's true though. I mean, Gojo helps her a lot, right, with photos and so on. But he's more like the makeup artist. He's more like the, you know, guy doing the stuff at the side. Yeah, he's not like a professional photographer. He's more the guy that does the fashion and so on. Yeah, side of line her. He's not really good with the camera, I guess, now. Yeah, the live outfits and so on. But I mean, it's kind of her dream, right? To work as some kind of model. Yeah, I mean, you know, I also seen, of course, 2D cosplays. But I can't say, yeah, if you get famous enough, you can also make money on it and so on. Cosplaying, but also doing, yeah, normal, like, modeling without cosplaying. She's so happy, it's always like, yeah! It's like, Tanoshi! Yeah. Got it. Party. Yeah, Tanya birthday party. Yeah, to her, of course. To Mari's fandom. She's a goddamn nerd. Mari is just a goddamn freak, man. So Mari is a goddamn freak, man. Mari is the ultimate nerd, you know. Yeah, the birthday is to her favorite character. Mari is celebrating the Gojo is like, my girlfriend is mentally insane. Gojo is like, oh god. This is why she's single. This is why no one else wants her. She's mentally insane, yeah. Mari is a nutcase. God is like, yes, let's have a celebration for your anime character that you like. It was an arrogant character, but yeah, Jesus Christ, man. Man is like, oh my god. She has like a shrine. See, man, seriously, Maren is a goddamn nutcase. Yeah, this was her earlier today. Earlier she was like doing modeling, and now she's like, you know, jumping around in her weird outfits and, you know, I don't know, head-butting her like pillow, wife pillow. Yes. He's like, yes. He's like, yes, Maren is mentally insane. She's a complete nutcase. No, but seriously, he's just like, yes, maybe she's a good girlfriend because she's mentally nutcase. She's a complete weirdo. Maren is goddamn anime nerd, man. Yes, perfect. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, she's a nutcase. Because this lesson was great. I like how God is like, what the hell am I hanging out with, right? She's one of those like really big, weird freaks. They have like a shrine, you know, of their anime character, and they make them she's making them like birthday cake and so on. She's nut, man. She's a nut. But here we go. By far the darkest episode in Miles of Darling. As I said earlier, it's probably actually the only episode that's been dark, right? Last episode, we introduced this crossdresser character, Otokono is called in Japanese, of course, and I'll say last episode was kind of like, some boob jokes and whatever, right? Penis jokes kind of thing. It was he kind of just, played for laughs, right? And of course, the first 5 minutes was like kind of like Marin being like, yeah, oppas! Let's put some oppa on Godyo! Or so on, kind of like cross-dressing and so on, right? But he kind of just played as a joke. So, but like I said earlier in the reaction part, I wasn't surprised that it's gonna go really dark, because it was like, we didn't see his face, right? They kept like here, this in here. They keep constantly hiding his face. And even when his sister was teaching him how to like cross-dress, to put up makeup on, or maybe fix the hair or whatever, and so on, we never actually saw how he looked, right? Then of course here comes the mom, and it's like, I hate you, you're disgusting, you Kimo, you disgust me, you're supposed to be my son, I hate you, whatever, right? So it's just like classic, a mom can't accept her son's whatever, right? So yeah, I'm a little surprised in the sense that, like I said, like Miles of Darling has basically up to this point only been like just very, very casual rom-com, happy days, just, everyone is friends, whatever, right? And sure, there are some episodes in season 1 where you kind of see Godyo and Marin's kind of like, how to say it, internal struggles, right? Confidence perhaps. Obviously, Godyo has his trauma, right, from being bullied as a kid and so on, of course. So it's a little bit dark in that sense, but not in the same way, though. It's more like an internal struggle thing they both have, right? This definitely came a little bit out of nowhere, but I wasn't surprised, though, because I felt that it was building up towards this scene, right? And it's a little bit kind of what you expect, Of course, it's gonna be some cross-dressers. The mom hates them or something like that. It's kind of like a classic thing, unfortunately bad, right? And then he kind of joked about it and played it off, right? I think it's a good writing bit there, because it felt like that's actually how a lot of people do it, right? It's like, yeah, my mom hates me. Anyway, are you dating Marin? You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's playing off for laughs, right? To kind of defense mechanism. I don't want to talk about it, you know what I mean? So then there's a good scene as well, how the character is trying to like circumvent actually having to discuss that the parent hates them or whatever, you know what I mean? So that's a good writing point. Absolutely. I don't think it'd be too much more about this though in the anime. I suppose the character probably reappear, but yeah, I think it's kind of probably done this deal here. But we have seen, of course, Marin and other girls before cross-dress as men, right, female to men. But that's also much more common in cosplay. I suppose that way too, right? But now Otokono, of course, it's a huge genre and very popular in anime and so on, right? And obviously very popular in yaoi, as I mentioned earlier. A lot of yaoi stars, of course, have, cross-dressers, right? Otokono is very, very common. But in real life, though, the like females dressing up as men for cosplaying is super common, especially outside of Japan. If you go to cosplay events in other countries, like in Europe or whatever, right? A lot of people there that are cosplaying as male characters tend to be women, right? Because probably women overall like the whole cosplaying aspect more, right? So so I think you will probably find like it's definitely more than 50% of cosplayers are women, absolutely. Much higher 50%, definitely. Now, of course, most of them will cosplay as female characters, but I think that is genuinely, I've been at a lot of cons, right? And I think that overall, it's probably more females cosplaying as male characters than there are males cosplaying as male characters, so to speak, in a lot of cons I've been at, yeah, definitely, because there's so many more females cosplaying overall, right? And then if a percentage of them are doing male characters, that actually might it's be more people than the males. It depends though, but I think especially actually in Europe, like I was, for example, in Dublin a couple years ago, and I went there 10 years ago, and there was almost like not a single guy cosplaying. So I think especially in countries where cosplay isn't that popular, right, and you have a few cosplays, so to speak, they're almost all women, right? So Japan is probably actually more men doing it. Yeah, I think in like European countries, where anime and so on, of course, it's bigger now, of course, but this is like over 10 years ago, and anime wasn't that popular yet, so to speak, right, in like Ireland. So then definitely it was like almost only women doing it. So it was like maybe 90% of all cosplays were women, right? And maybe like a third of them were doing, male characters, right? So there obviously were more of them doing both character sides. But anyway, I digress, guys. That's the video. Subscribe, slap and have a great day.